Namaste, class 10 student. This is your teacher Krishna Didal from NPABSAN Kaski. So I am teaching you metals of your science, and I have already taught you 2 periods. So now this is third class of mine with you teaching metals. So in our last class we have listed some important metals. Those important metals are iron, aluminium, copper, silver and gold, and after that we read about the iron very thoroughly. For its introduction, we get to know that Turkey is the first country to extract iron from its ores, and iron is the second most abundant metal found in earth crust. So the symbol of iron is Fe. Fe is derived from the Latin word ferrum, which means rigid or hard. The atomic number of iron is 26 and it is multivalent element. So it has 2 different valences. One valence is 2 and another is 3. When it has 2 valences it is ferrous, and when it has valence 3 it is ferric. So why it has 2 valences we have discussed earlier also, and I have shown you about the configuration of the iron. Position of iron in the periodic table. Iron is the D block element. It lies in group 8, period number 4. So it is a electropositive element. That means it loses 2 or 3 electrons. Since it is a transitional metal, it has 2 valency. Sometimes it loses 2 and sometimes it loses 3. And why it loses 2 or 3 I have described. And about the occurrence and ores of iron. Iron is a very reactive metal, so it is found in combined form. It is found in the ore named hematite, magnetite and siderite. Among them, hematite is the chief ore of iron. And pure iron is not found because it is chemically very much reactive and corrodes rapidly, especially in the moist air. And we have read about the physical properties of iron. The physical properties of iron includes it is a silvery, shiny, grey colored lustrous metal. It has its relative density 7.86. It has the melting point of 1535 degrees Celsius and boiling point of 2500 degrees Celsius. And when iron is heated more than 700 degree temperature, it loses its magnetic property. That means neither it is attracted by magnet nor it can be magnet in the future. It is good conductor of heat. It is the good conductor of electricity. It is malleable in nature. That means iron when beaten it turns into the thin sheet, and it is ductile. This means we can make wires from the iron. And we have read about the uses of the iron. Iron is used in the vast area. In different sectors, iron is being used on the daily basis. So I have mentioned some important uses and roles of iron. Iron is used in making of rods, pipes, chain and automobiles. It is also used in manufacture of agricultural tools like spades, sickles, plow, weapons like knife, tarbar, etc. It is also used in making of household utensils. Either it is purely used or its alloy is used as a household utensils. It is also used as a catalyst in different chemical reaction without undergoing any change in its chemical form. Also, the iron is used in the construction of different bridges, different buildings and roads. So these are the things we have read in earlier classes. We have read about the use of the iron. We have read about the physical properties of iron. We have read about the occurrence and ores of iron. We have read about the position in periodic table and its introduction. So today is the turn for aluminium. When we are reading about the iron, we have read that it is the second most element or metal found in abundant. Now which one is the first? Now you got in the mind aluminum is the first element to be found abundant in the earth crust. Now, let's enter to the aluminum. Aluminum is one of the most important metal in our daily life. So, the first point over here is most abundant metal in the earth crust. The metals which is found in the high amount in the earth crust. हाम्रो पृथ्वीको सतहमा सबैभन्दा धेरै पाइने मेटल भनेको के एल्युमिनियम हो पहिलोमा र दोस्रोमा के हो दोस्रोमा चाहिँ आइरन हो. First isolated in 1827 AD means it is first extracted in 1827 AD. So it is extracted before 200 years only. It is found and it is extracted. It is a bluish white metal with bright luster. That means its color is blue type or white type, and its physical appearance is too shiny, very good shiny. It has a shiny color in its physical appearance. The symbol of aluminium is Al. Al. From its name, we have derived the two letters from its name, aluminium. First word is A and second word is Al. So we use Al. 8 is symbol. The atomic number of aluminium is 13. Its atomic number is 27. Atomic weight is 27 AMU, atomic mass unit. Its valency is 3. That means it has tendency to lose or gain 3 electrons. Since it is a metal, it will be losing 3 electrons for stability. And the configuration of aluminium is given as 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2 and 2p1. Now we will be reading about the position of aluminium in periodic table. Now, position of aluminium in periodic table, it is a p block element. Why it is p block? Because see here, see the configuration, and the last one is 2p1. Since its last element or its valence element enters to the p block, p sub block, that's why it is also called p block element. So it lies in the period number 3 and group is also 3a. By nature, metals are electropositive, so aluminum is also electropositive in nature. That means it has tendency to lose the electron during the chemical reaction. Now, after position in periodic table, let's go for occurrence and ores of aluminum. That is how aluminum is occurred in the earth crust, or what is the name of its ores. Either it is occurred freely or it is occurred in a combined state. We will going to read under this topic. So under topic occurrence and ores, aluminum is a reactive metal, so not found in a free state. That means it gets easily react if it get in a single form. If we find aluminum purely, it will soon get reacted, soon undergo different chemical reaction, because it is very active or very reactive metal. So also in our earth crust, it is not found in free state. That means it is also found in combined state as like of iron. Ores of iron. So the ores of iron are bauxite, feldspar and cyanide. These are the ores of iron where aluminum is found combined with other different element. And bauxite, among these ores, bauxite is the most important ore of aluminum. Likewise, in iron, hematite was the most important ore. In case of aluminum, bauxite is the most important ore of aluminum. You should remember this ore also. It may come in the short question too. Okay, after occurrence and ores, we are going to the physical properties of iron. So what are the physical properties of iron? I have noted down some physical properties of iron over here. The number one is it is a light metal. It is very light. So if we pick an aluminum piece, you will feel, oh, this is a very lightest in the weight. This specific gravity is 2.7 or its relative density is 2.7. Its melting point is 660 degrees Celsius and boiling point is 2520 degrees Celsius. And aluminum gets melted when the temperature rises from room temperature to 660 degree temperature. After reaching 660 degree temperature, the aluminum starts melting. And after reaching 2520 degree more than iron boiling point. So if the temperature reaches 2520 degrees Celsius, the aluminum gets started boiling now. It is a good conductor of heat and electricity. It is malleable and ductile. That means it has all the property of metals. It has the property of good conductor of heat. It has the property of good conductor of electricity. That means electricity can easily pass through the aluminum from one point to another, and heat also can be transferred from one end to another of the aluminum. Due to this property, it is listed in under the metals. And another property is malleable. Malleable means it similarly like the iron, aluminum also can be beaten and made a thin sheet of plates. So this property is malleableness. So aluminum is malleable means aluminum can be beaten and make a thin sheet of aluminum. Okay, similarly ductile, we can make the aluminum wires. Aluminum wires, in fact aluminum is better conductor of electricity than copper. We use copper in our household purposes, but aluminum is more better conductor in case of electricity than copper. Copper is also good conductor of electricity, but aluminum is better conductor of electricity. So these are the physical properties. Let's recall the physical properties. Physical properties of aluminum are: aluminum is a light metal, its specific gravity is 2.7, its melting point is 660 degrees Celsius and boiling point is 2520 degrees Celsius. It is the good conductor of heat and good conductor of electricity. It is malleable and ductile. After reading the physical properties of aluminum, we are going to read the uses of the aluminum. So likewise, the use of iron. Aluminum has also vast area of uses. We use aluminum in different categories, different areas and different fields in order to get optimum efficiencies. So one by one we will be reading about the uses of aluminum, and nowadays it is replacing iron. Due to its some special features, it is replacing iron day by day. So let's go to the first point. It is used to make utensils. You have seen rice cooker and different other materials which are made up of aluminum. Since it is also good conductor of electricity, we can cook food in aluminum utensils. Frames, doors, windows. That means nowadays grilled windows are being used day by day, which are made from the aluminum. Even the door are also made up of aluminum. It is lightest, it is non-corrosive, it is non-rusting thing too. So aluminum is replacing iron in this way. Nowadays aluminum doors are preferred than the iron door. In case of cost, even aluminum is lesser costlier than the iron. Another body part of plane sailboats. Look here, I want to add something over here. Planes means aeroplanes. Aeroplanes are those automobiles which fly in the sky, and sailboats are those equipment or those vehicles which float on the water and travel a lot of people from one place to another. So in both cases either to float in the water or to fly in the sky, the vehicle must be of lighter weight. Keep this thing in your mind. So if the aeroplanes and sailboats are made up of iron, it becomes planes and sailboats to travel in water or in air very difficult. But when aluminum is used in aeroplanes, when aluminum used in sailboats, now the weight of the vehicles is decreased to a maximum extent, so its capability increases due to the property of lightweight. We have read already the property of aluminum, that it is a lightweight metal. Since aluminum is a lightweight metal, it is perfect and suitable for aeroplanes and sailboats. So aluminum is preferred to make the parts of planes and sailboats. Another is transmission lines. I have told you already, I have just now told already that now aluminum is better conductor of electricity than copper in different ways. So why aluminum is preferred in transmission lines? It is due to two major factors. One is weight, so that it can be carried from one point to another, and another is better conductivity of electricity. So in transmission line, you have seen in bigger poles, the naked white wires are used in higher voltage level. This is because they are better conductor of electricity and they are less weight, so that they can be carried from one point to another. Another is coins and alloys. Coins are also made up of aluminum. I think few may have seen a 20 paisa coin. I have seen in my childhood, but now I don't have that coin. Even if your father and mother have also seen, you can talk them, if they have stood, you can see that coin was made of aluminum, and it was so lightest coin ever made in the history of our country. Nepal and alloy, aluminum is fused with other metals to form an alloy, and from that alloy different substances made, from where we get different type of advantages. So reducing agent, it also acts as reducing agent in different chemical reaction. And another use of aluminum is that it is used as silver paint by mixing aluminum powder with the oil. That means when aluminum powder is mixed with oil, we can make the silver paint. When the color, we can get the colors like when people used to color in their windows, that gives the silvery color, that is made by mixing the aluminum powder with the oil. After mixing aluminum powder with oil, we get a silvery color which is durable and which is better and which is also advantageous than other form of color. So we have completed the aluminum, one of the most important metal. We have read about the physical introduction of aluminum, position of aluminum periodic table, occurrence and ores of aluminum, physical properties and uses of the aluminum. So I would like to request my students to read thoroughly about iron and ores, and you must be able to write all this topic, their ores, their occurrence, their uses and their physical properties. If you have any questions related to this class, please feel free to ask the question in the comment section below. Thank you, class.